I really need a soundboard with like non-copyright epic music or something like that. Welcome everybody. Hello. And welcome back to some Total War Warhammer 2. 1 second, why? Alright, pull up chat, because this is going to take a second. There it is. Excuse me. Here we go. Yo! Bacon! Kenobi! Kenobi? The Kenobi. Wait. No, King Bill? Kenobi? Wait a minute. Kenobi. I thought it said there was a dot on my phone. It looked like a G. Sup, Bacon, Raven, and Sealy. Sup. I won't be able to stay. Just dropping by to have to do some homework. Oh, okay. Good luck on your homework, bro. And thanks for dropping by. Let's see. Are we good? Wow, this one got started good. Maybe they finally fixed notifications. Good. 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 Load campaign. Back to the rat. Blew up another craft world. Well, those things tend to happen. I'm just kidding. But welcome everybody. Hello, and also Bacon, welcome. Welcome. By the way, I saw you shouted Kenobi! Oh, by the way, I have, I don't know if you've seen any new stuff, Bacon, but I saw some more new stuff on the new movie. I think it's getting turned around. I think it's going to be pretty interesting in the end. It's going to be weird, but it's going to be pretty interesting. From what I've seen so far. I am probably going to go see it if I have the money when it comes out. Since I missed every other movie I wanted to go see. Like, I missed Spider-Man, I missed a few things. But, it's alright. Not really. Not really blew up, but severely damaged. Oh, that's a lot of damage, as they would say. I'm not gonna say it the proper way because it's just me doing what everybody else does. It's funny. It's like the most melodramatic version of saying that's a lot of damage. It's like he's acknowledging it, but he does not care. No, I'm just kidding. No, but that is a lot of damage, though, for real. Also lost 2,000 Marines, Space Marines, and I'm assuming in the process. That actually is quite a lot. Oh yeah, did we just take a city? Wait, why are we... Did I load the right one? Yeah, we took Brion, right? Yeah. And I brought it up to a level 2. Right, I remember. Okay, yeah, everything is actually building. Well, we have a commandment apparently now. You know me, corruption and food, because we need that corruption to be spread over here. Also, today's episode, if you haven't guessed by the title, first we're going to Undercity all of these. So every single one of these is going to get an Undercity. The ones I think I'm going to actually utilize creating Vermintides with will probably be King's Glade, of course. And Oak of Ages. At some point. Or we could do them up here. I'm not sure yet. I haven't still figured out, do I want to let... Like, here's something I need to know. If you know this, Raven, can you let me know? If I were to take... I gotta find it. If I were to take of the... if I were to take the Oak of Ages, will it still count as me as maintaining at least if I can... Well, like, basically what I'm saying is, can I get the Scathe and Corruption up to 50%? Still, if I capture it, will this still count? If it does, then we'll probably obliterate these and capture these. Because each of these is their own region, if I remember correctly, playing as the Wood Elves, so there's no reason to even hold these. And every other type of character except maybe the orcs, and I don't think they can take these anyways, can't really get over here easily. They have to actually go, like, all the way around. Beastmen, yeah, but the beastmen don't settle places. So, it wouldn't really be a problem. Like, the humans, I think there's an entrance here, possibly? That might be for the humans. So they might be able to go in here, but I don't think they can capture this either. So, if I turn these all three to ruins, capture both of these, we'll be able to maintain this this gridlock here, and I can deal with the dwarves and everything else hiding out here. Oh wow. Our Anessa has moved all the way up here. Good job. Weird, but good job. Because we need to clear out these dwarves at some point, so we can make friends easier with the big green man here. Because we're going to need his help with the Empire at some point. But, ask Warlock. You're talking to a human player. Oh, okay. So I'll have to see if that counts later. We're probably not going to be able to take it this episode anyways. Most of this episode is going to be getting our Undercity established in here. Because that will spread corruption, I know for sure. Paravon's got its army out here. This intrigues me.
Armored in faith.
But I don't really want to fight them if that's not their only army. I'd rather just send an under army over here or an undercity over here and just, once again, kaboom. Because at this point, we're not really trying to capture a lot. We're just trying to expand in ways we know we can. So Castle Bastogne here, what does it hold? That and Mount Fort. So, as long as I get Mount Fort, I don't need Paravon here. What does Paravon have? Oh, it's part of Quinellis. So I could get it later, though. Like, I would still rather blow this to smithereens, turn it to ruins, and just get it when I need it. Or let someone else dumbly try to rebuild this, and I come over here and smack them again. I mean, that's really the best option at this point. What does this give me? This gives me more Skaven corruption. Oh, no, it doesn't. It's still +1. So that's not really good for corruption. There's probably better options. It's more for growth, but I don't really need growth anymore. I do need this. We're going to grab that, so I can build armies over there. Brion? But I think we're good here. But yeah, if Warlock comes in here, I'll ask him. Can you move yet?
Chief Warlock.
No. Okay, so we need to end our turn. What rights can we enact right now? Doom Engineer, not really helpful. This would be helpful again. How much money do I have? 3,000 exactly. I make 5,000 per turn. That seems like a good choice. Plus this gives me recruitment cost. Plus it'll give me more food. And we'll stay on top. Right enacted. Let's go. Alright. Or no, Warlock tried to spread corruption to the blessing of the dread, so I hit them with my own corruption of chaos. I mean, it makes sense. They're both corrupting creatures, so it's gonna be a battle of corruption always between those two. I do plan on, however, if I can help it, not going to war with chaos in this playthrough. Because we are a chaos being, I'm trying to avoid that. If we can help it. Also, that's going to be a pain in the neck fight, because those cannons they have are going to tear my Skaven armies to shreds. I would have to have probably... at that point I would have to use my rat ogres as cavalry instead of front line just to get rid of them. Which means now a bunch of rats have to fight Chosen and stuff. Which is not great. Hey, Lewin! Oh, no! Oh, we need to go say hello to Lewin. Hello. Hear the popping. Sometimes. But it's very faint. It's not really constant breathing.
Because she can't breathe very well.
Sorry, buddy. I was just... My mom came in. We found some kittens this morning, and sadly they're dying of the same thing that took my cat. And they're barely... I don't even think they're barely a week old. So... It's sad. Which is really sad. Castle Bastogne doesn't have a full army. But yeah, we found these 3... I think it was 4, but one of them didn't make it right out the gate. And then we tried to get these 3 to survive, but they're not going to make it. They're having to fight with something that took a full-grown cat. And he barely handled it. So, it's just, yeah, that's kind of why I'm a little bit not as up and hyper tonight. I didn't want to say it too much because I didn't want to get you guys down too, but, War Machine focus. But, yeah, it's just, it's basically happening because of the same, I hate to say it, but this is the proper word, the same negligence that caused my cat to lose his life is what sadly is happening to, those kittens, right, or to that kitten. There's only one left at this point, sadly.
Strength of others, too strong.
And they didn't really, sadly, like I said, they didn't really get to experience really life of any sort or anything. Untainted, I don't really need this. Yeah, okay. But yeah, it's just really messed up. I don't really know how else to put it without getting slightly upset and then dragging myself into a conversation I really don't want to do, but I will say, in honor of the situation, to raise awareness. If anyone's out there, if you see strays on the street, please call, try to figure out a way to coordinate with animal control, somebody you know who can capture them humanely and bring them to some kind of shelter or something. Because a lot of strays end up with diseases, and they end up spreading those diseases to house cats, like my cat, and stuff like that. And technically my other cat's got it, but we're trying to do what we can. We're going to take her to the vet before hopefully it's too late for her on the 1st, when we have some money to do it. And it's just, it shouldn't be happening. Yeah, and see, and that's the problem, Raven, is that you have neighbors who just feed these strays, keeping them around with diseases, and then they infect the cats who are legitimately owned by the people that have house pets around the neighborhood. So, and it's sad. It's kind of a coincidence you said that, because that's kind of the reason why this is all happening to begin with. I'm not going to say any, it's not my place to say any names, but there is a neighbor who feeds the strays around here. And keeps them around. But, which is what you were saying exactly right there in the chat. Before I even said anything, so. It's just sad. It's gotten to a point, it's like, wow, it's causing more damage than it should.
Run, rats!
Is the best way to put it. Like, none of this should be happening whatsoever, but it is. That's why I say I'm raising awareness. I'm going to raise awareness real quick, and everyone who's watching my channel, just please spread it. I know some people won't listen, but just please spread not news, that sounds dumb, but spread the information. It's like, strays tend to carry diseases. So, please don't. They lose speed and, wow, a lot of melee attack. That's odd. They get tons of armor, tons more HP. They have anti-large still. They get armor piercing, which I do desperately need before we fight these elves. Yeah, how much? So they're 260. The spearmen are 97. This is definitely going to be a huge change in profit. We're definitely going to go down by quite a lot. But this is Ikits' army, so it's worth it. No one else is going to get these upgrades right now. They're all going to stick with clan rats. Although at this point, maybe I should only go for 2. Leave the swordmen behind. Because even they're slightly weaker for some reason than the lesser model. This is something I don't understand. I mean, I guess it makes sense. They're slower, I guess, so they're not getting as much damage out per second. This is a lot less of a difference here than here to here. This is 8, minus 8 attack difference. Which is kind of odd because these are halberds. They're two-handed. They don't even have a shield. Shouldn't they be doing more damage? It's probably because I have these guys beefed up so much. And they're a really high level as well. Is probably what's playing into the factor here. What if I... Yeah, okay. So, hold on. Let me see something. Let's click off of you real quick. I want to pin you. Huh. So even 1 for 1. Oh, well, this is still a higher level. Wow, okay. Because this comes at a higher level. Oh, that sucks. That actually does kind of suck, because it's going to take twice as long to get them. We already have 1. 3 would balance it out, probably. Yeah, let's go ahead and get it started. We're not going to get attacked while we're over here with Ikit anyways. He's going to be chilling here for a good minute. So, boom, boom. That used all the money for this turn. So we should be good. It's not me, it's my wife. She likes to feed them. Well, I mean, I understand the allure to try to save animals, but people also don't take in consideration some of these issues. And I'm not saying those cats are infected. Not all cats have diseases, but strays do tend to, because they don't live in an enclosed environment, tend to eventually get sick. Because they're eating out of trash, they're eating out of who knows what, and I'm not saying y'all are doing this, but who knows what other type of people might be feeding them, who knows what, that might change their diet, they may get unhealthy, and then disease starts setting in. Then they get infected with things, and then they start spreading that infection to cats they fight with. Because strays also have a bad habit of fighting with neighborhood cats who are actually owned by people legitimately, and once they get scratched, now your neighborhood cat is infected with the same disease a stray has. Which is why it's not good to feed strays. And I'm not saying... I don't want to make it sound like it's wrong to help cats either. But there are better ways to help strays than feeding them and keeping them around. I know technically the shelters may end up putting them down in the long run, but there are, I can't really say it in the video, but there are other places, if you look it up, there are places who don't do that you can take those cats to, and that they will be cared for, and they'll be safe, and they won't get other cats sick, and stuff like that. You just gotta find them. But it does take a lot of, I will say, work, because sadly, at least where I live, most of the time, it's the people who live around the area whose responsibility is to catch the cats. Which I think isn't exactly okay in my opinion. I mean, what's the point of animal control then? I'll at least say that. But I have dogs, so they won't. Oh yeah, see, well, I mean, I don't think a dog can get infected by a feline disease, but I don't know. I mean, if the cat does scratch the dog, I don't know how that works. I'm not a veterinarian, so there's no way I could tell you either or. Yes or no. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work like that. I'm pretty sure since it's not the same species, it can't be affected by it. But, who knows? I just think it's, in general, it's just not a good thing to promote or let happen. Because it, things like what happened to me and other people probably can happen. Don't strays deal with rats? No. Rats are smart. Most strays won't ever catch a rat. Most things strays eat, especially in modern society. If you live in the country, maybe. Like, if you live in a huge open area where your neighbor's property is, like, almost a mile away from you, wherever the border is, that's a little different. In that case, maybe. Because it's such an open environment, it might be okay. But we're talking about where I live, where it's like, it's straight urbanized. It's an urban environment. It's an urban town. A little small town. Where the houses are barely 100 foot away from each other. That might be slight exaggeration, but you get my point. There's no gaps hardly in between them. Or at least not big enough for an entire clan of stray cats to live in. But in a country area, you might be able to get away with that, and that's fine. Because it's, like I said, it's a lot different in the country. A lot bigger area. The strays won't migrate to houses. Because the strays will feed off of the wildlife and the small critters inside the country land. So, in that case, it will be less likely to see a stray. But, in our case, it's a urban environment. It's a town. It's houses, like just regular houses, not far from each other. So, there's a lot less now, but there used to be like 6 or 7 of them, and they were growing because they kept having kittens. But at the time, before the disease had set in fully on themselves, they were producing quite a bit of number at the time. But yeah, it's slightly different. Then I might be blind because I'd be seeing these guys with rats in them. Oh yeah, in the country areas, or I think the only other place maybe, I guess, is a heavy urbanized area, like the reverse to what I have. So, meaning, instead of country, we're talking about city. Like, you live straight in the city. If you live in the city, that's like the opposite of the forest. You're going to have city rats. Kind of like New York has. New York has city rats. So in that case, maybe. But even then, it's still bad. Because once again, you're spreading disease among a populace of a species. Which is never okay no matter what species it is. Cats, people, dogs, anything. The only thing the only thing that you don't, I will say, not treat as much care with, because they're naturally usually have disease, is some rats. But, once again, there's better ways to deal with rats if you're in an urban area than a stray cat. Hell, technically your own house cat will deal with rats. You don't really need strays. If you and your neighbors have enough actual house cats, you won't have rats. Because no matter a house cat, the only difference between a stray and a house cat is that a house cat is slightly lazier at times. But they will go after rats if you keep them active and you let them out enough in your yard. If you keep them cooped up all the time, then yes, slightly they might start getting less good at hunting things and stuff like that. But it's unlikely. So, let's see. One more turn and we get our storm vermin with halberds. Hey, my cat is an alley cat. I mean, if it's in the house, it's not an alley cat. No offense. When I mean strays, I mean cats you cannot approach. Cats you cannot pet. Cats you cannot, like, they'll barely come to you. Like, that's a stray. If we're talking about a cat that's coming in your house, that's not technically a stray anymore. Especially if you're caring for it and giving it the proper attention. That's funny. A raven immediately goes, "It's a house cat." Well, he hang around strays a lot. They'd be hanging around my house. But yeah, that's like I said, it's all about the environment outside. But I mean, it's like I said, not all strays technically have diseases. It really depends on your environment. environment too. But we also, technically, I hate to put it this way, we also live in a very bad area, I guess is the best way to put it. So nothing is properly done around here at all. So everything is times 10. Oh man! You see what's happening right here. Castle Baston's about to be taken by Lewin at the, for Bretonia. Actually, did they just lose? Did Baston just hold? I'm gonna check this out. I feel like Baston just held that. Oh wow. Bretonia, you're getting yourself further hurt. I mean, I've been leaving you alone for the last couple of turns. Because I need to focus down on some pointy wood elves. I meant to say pointy-eared wood elves, but I forgot to say ear. I said pointy wood elves. What does that even mean? Who knows?
What will Skaven Blight do with these?
Hey! Dark elves are contacting me. What you want, guys? Who are you at war with? No. Decline. You have a nice day, Dark elf. I am not getting in a battle with Tyrion. Not until I need to. I don't even think I need to. Actually, I'm pretty sure nothing outside my continent is required for us to win. So, absolutely not. We are not getting involved with the Tyrion man. I've seen what he can do. I don't want to see what he can do against a Skaven. It just comes out by himself. I'll handle this, man. He doesn't even need his army. Oh man, 9 black orcs in my yard every morning. Oh no, I said black orcs. That'd be terrifying. 9 black ones in my yard every morning. Oh nice. The ones we have around here are grayish. That's funny because I thought it said orcs for some reason. That would be terrifying. I would hate to have your yard if you had 9 black orcs who just came into your yard every morning to do who knows what. Oh man, critical failure. That guy died.
Where are my schematics?
Alright, there we go. 3 storm vermin. Alright, so Ikit is now slightly more powerful than he was. We need to get sensor bearers for these. Why are these different than these? You see that? These say dual sword infantry, but this says is reading it like a hero. This one's also weaker. That's weird. I think this is bugged. I think that's a bug right there. Oh, this is because I pulled a commander unit out of a Vermintide. Oops. This will need to be replaced at some point anyway, so it's alright. Oopsies. Part of me wants to actually reverse it. So take one of these out, take one of these out, and get us some sword storm. You know what? Yeah. I know this is crazy, but this just feels like the better option. So this is the weakest unit out of all the normal clan rats. So let's go with 2 of you. So we can kind of balance it out. So because he does have a lot of bonuses for clan rats. You know, so it would be kind of beneficial maybe to have them. And at some point, you know what we should do? Change 2 of these out for actual shield units as well. So we can combine each of the sections with each other. That actually might be pretty smart. Take like these 2 out. Replace them with spears. Clan rats with spears. Get our spear units back in here. Because I do feel like some squishiness is probably better. They'll be kind of behind in level, which kind of sucks. But they'll get leveled up pretty quickly. Because they'll be with Ikit. Because he's got a ton of skills that benefit them right now. Like right here. And then there's another one that I can get to make them even stronger. I'm probably gonna get this first so it's even Stevens. So level 2 here, level 2 here, and then we could actually pull that off. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Let's try it. This would also give us a way more diversified army to be able to fight better. So we'll do that. That's the right ones, right? Yeah, clan rats and spears. Okay. And then we want this. Brion needs to have walls. And let's end the turn. Let me see what's going on. Then don't leave food for them. That's what Raven, you know it. Also, did you really have the dragon spam warlock? He nuked Kislev. My army was in Kislev. You destroyed 9 undercities. 9 cities for 1 city and a army. I mean, undercities are diabolical. I ain't gonna lie. Even as a Skaven player, I can't blame someone for wrecking undercities because they are highly diabolical. But like I said, tonight's episode is probably not gonna be quite as long as the other one was, because like I said, I'm not in the highest of spirits. I'm not gonna lie about it because of what happened. But we are definitely going to get started tonight. We are going to at least, and I gotta spawn a hero in this next turn somewhere. We are going to at least get a hero out so we can start establishing outposts. I wonder if I can do it with a Doom Engineer. Did the Doom Engineers... see, I need Warlock's help for this one. Are the Doom Engineers permanent once you summon them? Because that would be cheaper, and then I could use it to blow up the walls, if they even have walls. I don't even think the trees have walls, to be honest. I'm not sure. I could use the Doom Engineer to also blow up the defenses when the time comes. I almost feel like, oh wow, they're having their own problems. They're whoa. Hello, Beastman tribe at Bastone. Sloppy Crookshank. That's a cool name. With dragons. Chaos dragons, 2 armies full of chaos dragons. That is a lot. Wait, 2 chaos armies with nothing but chaos dragons? Okay. That does seem a little cheesy, Raven. That does seem... although, I mean, if I just brought a butt-ton of Rattling Gunners, we might be able to actually shoot them dragons down. He should have just spammed Rattling Gunners on you. Because they will crash into them, sure. They will jump down to the ground and start meleeing, sure. Because they're dragons. And they'll shoot fire, sure. But... that's a lot of Rattling Gunners, and they're still going to get shot. And then if he moves them around properly as things start to happen, he could gun them down. But that's still... That's... Oh, and he had an army of Chosen. Okay, that makes more sense. Because I was like, well, if he's spammed, I will say you could just go to the hard counter to a flying unit, which is usually ranged units. But if he did have some Chosen and some cannons, never mind. Cannons with that many dragons is just... please don't. Please, sir, I don't want that. Whoa. Torturers deployed. Income from raiding increased. Income from sacking settlements increased for 4 turns.
We are brave.
Wait, where's my... oh, it's at Brion. How's your loyalty? They're still doing decent. I think I'm going to start sending this guy this way. And he is going to go up here and start raiding Paravon while we wait.
This is dark omen.
The walls are already going. Let's upgrade this. Because we want all of this to be as max as we can get it. Because we're going to be kind of turtling a little bit too. Actually, come up.
Next time.
Come here into this town next. Cornelis, you're really not doing me any good with this. 90 income. I guess the casualty replenishment rate is worth it. So it's only an extra % here. And whatever, it's fine. Give it to me anyways. That way it can be used as a forward punching base. Maybe that's why I built that there. More for the casualty replenishment rate than anything. This is almost ready. We need to save up money, and I always keep forgetting. So we need 13,500. That's a lot. That is a lot. It is a lot. We also still need to build these. So we're gonna have to wait. These two things need to be built here. Ooh, yeah, we definitely need to build this. Cooldown after expanding under Empire, -5 turns. I almost want to rather save up for this instead. Instead of getting our Hell Pit Abomination, because we'd have to run pretty far back to get it. So right now it's not really worth it. So it would actually be more. What does this one do? So this one's tax rate, faction right. Wow, that would also give me a ton more money. So both of these do kind of feel like they're way more important than getting our Hell Pit Abomination. This one first, because this will increase our potential to winning the long campaign easier. The Shattered Tower. Alright, cool. We're gonna save up for that. Oh, let me check Ikit real quick. We still got a turn to get those other storm vermin in there. We should be pretty well balanced at that point. Let me see. Warlock ran for his life. 3 units of Rattling Gunners versus tons of Chaos Dragons. That had to be a hilarious sight to witness. Sorry for Warlock in that case, though. And fully upgraded legendary gear, Archaon, the Ever-Chosen. Oh, God. And his Ikit was level 34. Oof. Against a fully upgraded Archaon, that sounds pretty bad. Ikit would probably win that if he was fully upgraded, possibly, maybe, I don't know. Not like the whole battle, just against Archaon in general. But I don't know. Archaon's decent at melee. He can be pretty OP, but I have seen him take some wallops. But this is a fully upgraded Archaon, so Ikit would have to have the same. Hey, Mom? When you get a chance, can you come here, please? Okay, it's fine, just whenever. Whenever you can. And it was. Because that just sounds like slaughter. It's like, yeah, let's not witness Ikit get torn to pieces. Can I have oh, you still intended, never mind.
What?
I'll wait till you're done. I was gonna
What?
say I
I'll
needed
see you
some more
later.
Coca-Cola. Non-aggression pact, again. Okay, that's better. I'll take a non-aggression pact, but not an alliance. Archaon had the Sword of Cain? Ooh! That's bad. The fact that you made it far enough with Archaon to get the Sword of Cain, Raven, does kind of impress me, to be honest, though. That's nightmarish. That is the thing of my nightmares. I've never even thought about trying to give Archaon the Sword of Cain. I'm gonna have to try that in a playthrough. That is terrifying. I decimated the High Elves to get the sword? He's like, I want the Sword of Cain. That's scary. And if you give him his legendary equipment, excuse me, no. That's the thing of nightmares. That truly is the thing of nightmares. I almost think that kind of beats Tyrion almost using it. Because that's I never even thought about that for some reason as a combination. See why we ran? Or see why he ran? The 13th scheme, right, expires. It's fine, we're back at max food. Alright, what else can we get from the recruitment that I need to get while I'm here? Nothing that I can tell of. When the Hell Pit Abomination gets added, we will remove probably a sniper, because it's not as useful to me, and I have a fully upgraded elite sniper who's better. Let's see, missile damage, where is it? That's not the right thing, there we go. So 62, 54, so yeah. So we'll get rid of him. I'm going to keep my Rattling Gunners, but I will get rid of him for the Hell Pit Abomination, because I really don't want to get rid of my artillery, because this actually is working really well for Ikit to have both of these. So, might even get rid of this. I don't know, I'm not really good with Doom Flayers. I never ever really used these things properly, LOL. And these things are useless to me in sieges when I need them. Maybe this will do good against elves. We'll probably keep this for right now instead of the Hell Pit Abomination for that reason. Is that these will be fast enough to get to the archers who are on the ground. So we'll use Doom Flayers if we're fighting archers. I mean, if we're fighting elves and stuff with a lot of archers. But eventually I want a Hell Pit Abomination. Huh? Coca-Cola, I said. It's fine. One more. One more soda. But yeah, because the elves are going to destroy the Hell Pit Abomination just because they're going to shoot it so much before it gets close enough. It's not really going to get anything out of it. You're pretty much fully outfitted for right now, so come back this way. It's time to start moving back towards the elves and deploy my hero. Thank you. Any improvement? I mean, unless you take her up to an animal hospital or something. Oh, they're not? That sucks. Probably because it's a straight.
Where are my schematics?
Yeah.
Move again soon.
Alright, so let's move you. I need him here.
Overheated. Rest now.
So I can send the hero in through this area here. Alright. End turn.
Chosen.
Wow, at the end of the battle, Archaon had over 1,274 kills. He even 1v1 the Hell Pit, and what? The other Hell Pit was getting ganked by 2 dragons. Ah. That's not, okay, I'm definitely gonna have to try that combo. Sounds broke as hell. You just see Archaon, who is not even half the size of a giant Hell Pit Abomination, and he is destroying its life. That is hilarious. What's up, Aranessa? I need to send her a gift. She's getting kind of testy. Oh, you'll draw in the 2 other humans on me. I do want a military alliance with her. I do. But every time she's going to give me a military alliance, I'm always surrounded. I mean, I guess this isn't too bad. Excuse me. If we stay near our cities, we should be okay. You know what? I think it's... Oh, but then you're going to automatically bring the elves upon my head as well. Ikits not in position, but he will be soon. But if I'm not mistaken, the elves can exit through the forest this way in any way they want. I am going to do that when we start the war, but I'm going to have to decline it right now. And what we're going to do instead is when it comes back to my turn, we're going to give her a gift to improve relations again. And then I'm going to offer her the military alliance myself. There's their army. I can finally see it. I'm going to offer the military alliance myself to her. The spells plus the sword of Cain. That's pretty insane. That's what I'm saying. Like, the damage you're going to be outputting with him, it sounds like in that combo, because I, for some reason, never even thought about that combo. It just sounds, literally, I can't say it enough, utterly terrifying. See, I can afford a war with Bastogne and Paravon, technically. And they're running. So, who knows? They still, that army still did lose. That Beastman army, they just died. So much chaos hidden around the map right now that we can't see.
Blades upgraded.
Against Skaven. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Against Skaven, that is OP. But it also feels a little bit OP in general. But, you know, the Sword of Cain tends to do that with certain characters in general. So, it's not really surprising.
Engineer of Scryer.
Let's do that. Because we need to be able to move further. Because he's going to have to move out of the army next time.
Travel now!
See, that's what I'm afraid of. That's what I was afraid of right there. All these trees, I bet, have armies on them. That's why we gotta do this very carefully.
Warlock engineer.
Please don't die on me, big guy.
Rakatata.
Alright. Grab that. We need to get these front lines upgraded. Grab that. Grab that. So we can get Storm Vermin from up front. I can make Plague Priests from here, and Plague Monks. That's actually pretty good, if we ever need more Plague Monks. Toxic Brothers are leveling up. Let's give him replenish troops so he can heal up his people. You're just gonna stay there, because you can guard either side from that position.
Doommonger.
You're moving up to here, to where Paravon's territory is. Let's make sure we're in it. There we go. And let's begin raiding.
Raid, hunt Warpstone. We are brave, knight.
Hold on, let's take these guys out real quick.
We stalk. Yes, yes.
Wow, which part of this is theirs? I have to go right up to here. That's a little further out than I'd like, so we'll just leave them in encampment. That's a little too close to enemy territory. They could easily get ambushed and destroyed. So since this is a deadlock and they have to push me back towards Quinellis, this is a lot better. I can run away from this a lot easier. I am a little worried of how many armies Paravon has. Hopefully it's just this one, but this does look like a reserve army and not a main army. Which reminds me, we need to make a hero over here. Recruit a hero. Corpable.
Skaven warlord.
We do have warfire throwers. Okay. So we're gonna go with you.
Plague priest.
Blade Priest. There we go.
Pestilence tongues. Brewing pot. Let it move.
Actually, we could just go this way and do it.
Jack, patience, wait.
Alright, there we go. You're gonna have to take it from the corrupted, my corrupted. It can be arranged. Lokier is not going to kill one of my champions. Another one of my champions are not. I lost a champion to Lokier. They rebelled, and Lokier had to kill them. Oh. Well, I mean, I've seen what Lokier can do in the last stream when he was fighting the Lizardmen. He's pretty terrifying. He's another person I want to try the Sword of Cain with. Well, I also forgot to say, we're also going to be doing Water Warships on this Saturday instead of Sunday. Because the Halloween event for Water Warships, I think it's on the 26th. It'll be on Saturday. So, we're going to be doing Water Warships, Medieval, and, what's it called? Frostpunk. That Frostpunk game. And actually... Oh yeah, and Stardew Valley. Forgot about that. Yeah, and Stardew Valley. So yeah, we're gonna have a really busy Saturday. Oh, the Wood Elves are moving. That's a nasty army I just saw. As far as Wood Elves are concerned. I already maxed them out and got a lot of Black Arcs. Nice! Or not, I have the Wood Elves surrounded. I mean, I kind of do in a way. If I did had that human territory to my north, I would actually have them surrounded. Ah, again, we've got another Bretonian army heading up to us from the south. I may have to leave my hero here for a little while and go and come back for him.
Bring it down!
Undercity expanded. Rats in the trees. So, what does this do? Holy crap. Escape corruption adjacent is the same on both of these. I'm not sure what that is. This is like an actual expansion. Does this make it larger to build? It doesn't look like it. And it gets easier to detect. That is a lot of casualty replenishment rate though. And the movement range is ridiculous. And I get 6 uses of the menace below. What is that? I can make it when I sack this place, I get a ton of money as well. Enables lightning strike when reinforcements are present. Oh, that's what that is. Right. So that's why some armies let you do that. They automatically have lightning strike. So that's what I've been thinking about. That's what allows 2 armies to spawn at the same time. Huh. That is actually quite intriguing. We might actually go for this. Let's say we never destroy King's Glade and we just break them down to just the 1. And I capture their other territories. I think that might, I don't know. It almost feels like maybe I should just establish a very elaborate under-empire over here, but I don't know. Leaving the Wood Elves at my back is very bad. This is something, these are the kind of options I kind of want to do in the Empire's territory because they're so big, I don't really want to fight with them for a while. I kind of want to just do stuff like this in their territory. Let's go ahead and get this. We'll go ahead and get the things established. And we'll start moving this way with you.
Warp starting soon.
And sadly, Ikits got to head back south again because we've got another army incoming. We'll have to leave our hero there for now, but it's okay. Since he's not in an army, he can't be directly attacked except by other heroes. So, hopefully he survives this. I need him to set up all these undercities.
Horned One's realm.
Are you doing good there? We're pretty much done there. Alright, who needs what?
All
You need orders? Why do you need orders? You're in raid position. Weird. Does you have orders? You do not have orders. Oh, can you not establish an undercity? It's probably because I have to wait a certain amount of turns, right? 10 turns. So that's why, yeah, okay. So for right now, do you have enough? So you can sacrifice one of these dudes. Yeah, I know it'll reduce their loyalty. I'm about to give him something better. Trust me. We're about to have 3 heroes in this one army. 3 heroes, 1 army. The Toxic Brothers army is a little weird anyways. They're meant to be that way because of the way I've designed them. I will be changing a lot of these units out at some point for better stuff. But not right now. That's kind of why I'm upgrading the facility around him. So he can just get it here as time goes on. Because he's basically our defender army right now. Give him some better stuff. We don't talk about that. Orion cheated in that war. You outnumbered him. I'm doing that. I'm doing that and it's working. Wait a minute. Oh my god, what? 4 Chaos armies ready to strike at any moment. Didn't you lose 6 armies to Orion? We don't talk about that. Orion cheated in that war. You outnumbered him. I'm doing that and it's working. You even had dragons. Dropping Farseer, I don't need to know that. What happened to your chosen? Oh man, that sounds like Orion kind of said, nope, bye Chaos. That's slightly what I'm worried about. The Wood Elves are slightly underestimated in their power a lot of the time. So it does worry me a little. I ain't gonna lie. Going after Orion. Orion, or however you say his name. Alright, it's done. Alright, cool. But yeah, it scares me, don't worry. Immensely. And your dragon over. Jeez, you lost everything, it sounds like. What happened, bro? And why is this human declaring war on me? Look at that! Automatically declares war. Sure, cool. Come and get it. I dare you, seriously. It literally said we had him beat instantaneously. Who declares war on an empire that has an ally like that? The AI, that's who. Castle Bastoon. I will say, hopefully we can get a battle in this episode, but we might not be able to. It depends on what happens when we get to the end of all this. Maybe we'll get a battle out of this Bretonian army that's coming up here with Ikit. We will be down 1 unit, but 1 unit shouldn't make much difference. Not with my army. Jeez, and we're level 60. Jeez, man. Sounds like the Wood Elves gave you a really bad day. It'd be nice if one of these pirates was like, I don't like this ship next to me, and was like, declare war and attacked. I would laugh. I'd be like, wow, that was ironic. I will say, there is an interesting dynamic going on with the fact that Bretonia is extremely separated from each other. That's not bad. I'm looking to see what we can get. Ooh, wow, that generates even more income. It takes food to do this, though. So these blue ones take food. Discoverability is high. You can really only ever choose one full real thing to do if you're going to do anything in these. Research rate, that would be pretty nice. Also has a maintenance cost, that one did. You know we're gonna want this at least. We know what those do. So it's not really too much of it. We basically just gotta decide what we'd rather have. So there's really no point in doing this one because I wouldn't really sack it. I'd just raise it if I was going to do that and then inhabit the ruins if necessary to get a ton of money. If I needed money out of it. I don't really need the money. We make 5,000 per turn. So that's not really helpful. This will be casualty replenishment rate. See, that would be helpful. But only if it was here. Or here and not anywhere else. Huh. I mean, we've just got to decide, do we destroy the Wood Elves or do we keep them alive? So I'm going to let y'all vote. So y'all vote right now. We won't be able to do either or tonight. Should I keep the Wood Elves alive, just bring them down to like maybe 1 or 2 bases at the most and keep them alive, or should I actually take all the trees for myself or burn them down and get money out of it? Whichever. What do y'all think? Also, plus your level 5, level 50, plus your 5, level 50 sorcerer. And did you pay them 200,000 gold to leave you alone? Sad space marine noises. Oh, that's... Trust me, I don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, Raven. The Wood Elves are a scary beast. There's a reason why they never truly ever, till someone gets really OP, ever really get conquered in any of the gameplays or campaigns by the AI. They're a terrifying beast. Especially in they're the only ones who I say give the High Elves a rival. Not totally. Not quite the same, but are the closest thing to giving the High Elves a rival for their money in, range damage. So it's crazy. Leave it to them. Leave them, you need gardeners. Leave them, you need gardeners. I need gardeners? Okay. Alright, in that case, that's 80, so we're gonna have to wait till that's finished. In that case, we should probably go for stuff that's generating input for me. This goes up to a level 4 of the settlement. I'm pretty sure the settlement is max rank. How do I tell, actually? Yeah, it's max. This is tier 5. So 50% of the settlement's income. Plus we'll be increasing Skaven corruption. The Ratkin Mafia. We're gonna create a mafia in the trees! The Tree Mafia! What the... Oh... It's either that or go for... No, that's upkeep. And but see, that's not quite as good. Construction costs faction Y would be kind of nice. I'll probably put this in the Great Tree. So if I ever want to burn the Great Tree down to give the elves an example of what happens when you cross Ikit Claw, we'll get a ton of money out of it. It'll be like we have a bunch of giant warp-powered saw blades next to the tree. It's like, try me. We will cut the Oak of Ages down. Destroy them to avenge all those Chaos Warriors. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens as time goes on. We may still avenge them. We may not. We may destroy all the Wood Elves. We'll see. I want to see what's more lucrative when we're done. we're gonna use this as the template. We're gonna give this one the Ratkin Mafia. Which 20 discovery, we already have one coming. It should be good. Let's go ahead and get the Ratkin Mafia started.
Gracie.
Okay, and you... Mom, your phone's ringing!
Master of Seers.
Ooh. As a plague monk, I kind of want to do. Ooh, oh, we already have that. Okay, so once this is done, I'm gonna grab this because this is going to allow us to get a hell pit out of a vermintide. This might actually cause me to destroy the elves if this happens. Because then I'll have a extra hell pit on top of the doom flares and whatever else. It'd be nice to do this and get a doom wheel added somewhere around here. I forgot where it's at. I don't remember. That'd be a good one. And then we need this one. What do we need to get to that? We need this. So we're gonna need hallucinogens after we grab this. We technically don't need this right now because we're not going for this anytime soon, so we'll go for this next. So we can start working our way to plans within plans. And then we can grab these. This technically points to this, so I'm wondering if we actually need the ingenious plan before we can even get plans within plans. We'll have to see once record effect gets here. What do these do? Hero recruit rank. Not really helpful, but it's fine. Oh, so this is upkeep. And a plague claw catapult is also being spawned in the vermintide, but this is done. That's pretty good. And more ammunition for my rattling gunners. Okay, yeah, that's definitely helpful. Alright, in turn. All those veteran chaos warriors, please be quiet. You and Warlock are not letting me live it down, are you? No, I don't think they're gonna. I think they're trying to pay you back for you destroying them with a bunch of dragons. They're trying to pay you back for all them dragons you sicked on them. Oh, I forgot to check. I mean, it's fine. Wow, the Empire still outweighs us in power by a lot. That's almost why I almost kind of think that maybe it would be better to take the elves out and just infest the entire forest with rats. I don't know. We'll have to see how things go before I make that decision. Brighttonia is actually trying to get some strength back. They're half and half with us now. Which means they have a decent amount of strength. Wow, are you? He's in march stance. He is definitely on his way somewhere. We're going to try to ambush him once we get close enough. Hopefully that'll be our battle of tonight. Warlock is in Lustria after Skaven Blight got destroyed. Oh, wow. So yeah, so he's lost his main. Yeah, that I was scared of that happening to my Skaven Blight when I first started this. Because Skaven Blight's really hard to defend, because if someone comes around from the other side of the mountain, and you're on the other side of it doing something else, unless you leave an army permanently back there, it's hard to defend it. That's why you keep seeing me keep falling back every now and then with Ikit, to control Bretonia's armies coming from the south. Because they do have an island they control through Confederation, south of me, and south of my continent. Which is why I secured so many coastal cities as quickly as I could. Because I needed to be able to hold my ground. Because we've expanded quite far for a rat city and rat colony. I blew it up and it killed his army. Oh man. How'd you blow it up? Were you also playing as the Skaven? I didn't know someone else could blow up, had a mechanic to just demolish cities. However you say it. Technology research. We failed, that's fine. Not really worried about that right now. Now we need hallucinogens, so we can get record effect. And judging by the fact this isn't unlocked by these two, means we do have to get every single one. So it means I'm also going to need ingenious plan. So I'm going to need a warp stone reactor. So this. I can just get that there, okay. That's it, Skaven Blight, that's fine. So that'll give me the ingenious plan unlocked in 5 turns. We are actually making more money because things are getting built and finished. Now we're making even more money than we were. It's kind of what I'm trying to focus on. This would give them their runners. Hidden layer. Anything else I need here? What does this do? Gives me the Skaven Warp Bomb. Oh yeah, that's right. It gives me the snipers in the towers. This gives gutter runners a plague claw, some poison wind globadiers, dead plague monks, then a rat ogre instead of gutter runners. I'll build that up here. Because the Castle Carcassonne up here is on the front, is kind of on the front lines of where the elves are. So they're going to need a lot of defenses.
Stench of others, too strong.
Anything I can build? I don't have no money for it. Oh, I guess this. That's devious plan. We don't need that right now. None of this is really helpful. We do need one of these here. At some point. So next turn I need to start this. Because this is a big... That's like the most important building in all of the Skaven is this. Because this increases all income across that region by a lot. Which is why we're making so much. Because Skaven Blight has an almost fully leveled up one, and I'm pretty sure... Yeah, this one's at level 3. So we're making quite a bit more than even a normal settlement would.
Science, sorcery, there.
I don't really want to be in forced march, though, when he comes around that corner.
Scamper scurry.
Because I'm not quite sure where he's going. Because if he catches me first, he'll be in forced march as well. We both will. LOL.
Kill contraptions!
You know what? I'm gonna fall back just a little.
Cogs in motion.
There we go. Oh, wait, he can't reach me. You can't really do anything right now. I'm just gonna keep moving you around here. How many turns we got left? 8. Oh, it has to be an engineer, too. A priest can't do it. That's actually kind of a pain in the neck, but okay. That means neither of these can get Undercities, can they? That sucks. That's slightly disappointing.
Let the bell scream.
Let the bell scream. Oh, he's at 6 loyalty. Ooh, what about the other one? 10. So you're fine. Somehow you're better? I guess because you've been doing the same thing over and over again. You do have a weak-ass army, though, too. That's part of the reason. So you know what? We'll take you out of raiding for a little bit. Let's bring you back to Cornelis.
I arrive. Have slaves bow bow.
And we're going
All
to...
hail horned rat.
We need to upgrade you. I can't do it this turn. Okay, it's gonna have to be next turn. We need to give him some better units. Get rid of all those Skaven slaves he has and give him some actual clan rats and something else, whatever I can give him. I ended this man's whole career. He fought off the entire empire for 293 turns until Raven came down and destroyed Skaven Blight. That's messed up, bro. I mean, I ended this rat's whole career. That's messed up. He was battling with the empire and all that time. You just come out of nowhere like, hi, Skaven Blight. Boom. Kills most of it. Because that is where a lot of your profit does come from in the beginning. Especially if it gets destroyed, you'll notice a huge deficit because like I said, the little, this is only for rats, by the way, the little slave wheel things you have to make that increase your a werewolf is coming down the water, that increase your income bonuses. Your most highest level one is going to be the one at Skaven Blight, like mine is. So if it's destroyed, they're going for Tobero. I'm actually going to lose Tobero. This will be a first. Do you really just have peasants? Oh no, the spearmen and arms. Eee. This is not a winnable battle. We're just going to auto-resolve this, let the city fall. They're probably going to take it. Ikit is on his way. They did not take it. Instead, they just sacked it. You better run. Because I'm coming to really make you have a bad day. You definitely better run, Brightonian. You better run real bloody fast. The Ikit is coming. And seeing that army composition, I'm pretty sure we would win automatically having Stormvermin. It's going to be very fun when I get over there. He defeated 34 Empire army. Should have fought and killed as many as you can. True. Maybe. I don't know. That would have taken an unnecessarily long amount of time, and they took quite a bit of... You notice how much damage they took from the auto-resolve. Every single one of those units suffered at least 40 casualties. That's pretty substantial. They'll heal before I get there, I think. Actually, maybe not, because they're in enemy territory. Either way, now we're booking it. Now I can run straight headlong into them. Because now I know what they have, and they have absolutely nothing. The cavalry, sure, but if I can lock them down and get them stuck, I'll blow them away with the Rattling Gunners or the artillery. So, yeah, this is going to be an easy battle. We just got to get over there. Plus, we have Stormvermin now, which have a ton of health and armor. Men-at-arms are not going to beat no Stormvermin. So he better be leaving my territory by the time I get back. Uh-oh, we're lagging. Let me know if you are seeing lagging in the stream as well, too. I saw a lag right there real quick. I think that was just on YouTube side. But, oh my gosh, he broke a lot of stuff at Tobro. Actually, he just broke the settlement. It's not too bad. That's easily repaired. Kind of douchey on his half, but you know what, whatever. Let's get some public order fixings. Because this area is kind of under siege right now. You better be gone when I get over here. Because you've got something very nasty heading your way. There you are. He'll probably sadly get the... If he does go after Tobro one more time, which I don't think it's going to have anything now. Nope. They're all going to be too low of health. So there's no point. If he does take it this time, it's fine. Let him. Because he is hurting himself. These guys took a lot of damage for fighting nothing. Even this thing took damage. This is probably the only thing worth a darn in this army. Sure, he's got his Grail Knights, but he's only got one set. He's got some Knights of the Realm. He's got some Grail Guardians. So he's got two sets, technically, of Grails. And then one little Reliquary. Like I said, these are the only things in the army worth a darn. And a lot of what I have can kill this straight up. Because I have Armor Piercing and Stormvermin with Halberds. So, he is in very big trouble. I might still take some casualties on this, but it's going to be a good battle. Plus, we haven't had any battles tonight, so it only makes sense. He isn't going to be able to do anything for a while, so I'm just going to move you over here to the Oak of Ages.
Sneak, scurry.
Sneak, scurry. Let's perform... Yeah, let's perform this right because I have it, an admiral who's having loyalty issues. Ooh, God. Yeah. Ooh, God. Okay. One more down and that's going to start being a problem. So next turn I need to give him some stuff. Alright. Warlock has some problems with Bretonnia horse archers because horse archers have better accuracy and deal crushing damage. They do. I mean, any of the freaking Bretonian horsemen do crushing damage. Have you seen the armor the horses wear? They're heavy armor horses. That's why I needed the scale. This is why I say this would probably be a harder fight if it wasn't for the fact I have a ton of storm vermin with armor piercing now. Plus, I kept an even amount of my spearmen and my regular clan rats to balance them out. And I'll have tons of menace from below as well to throw in front of them. Because that's also one thing you can do against cavalry because of the way the AI behaves. A real player won't really fall for this. It'll just slow them down and they'll have to redirect their cavalry a different direction. But against an AI, if you pop an under menace from below in front of a cavalry's path and they slam into it instead, it will actually, because the AI doesn't behave like a person does, it will actually lock them in place. At least until the AI makes them run away. He's getting back in the water. He is out. And this is part of the problem that kind of is upsetting me. What I may have to do here is I may end up having to go south and destroy everything that's left of Bretonia, but I can't do that. I don't have an army for that. So this guy's going to continue to be slightly annoying. We may have to knock something down at Tobro so I can put walls up. So I can buy enough time to run down here when I need to. And get rid of these annoying, pesky Bretonians. Because you see he's running. The AI has already seen this army and has realized, oh crap, I'm going to die. So it's running away because it knows it's a flat win. I could probably auto-resolve it and win, more than likely, which is why the AI is running. That's how you know the AI isn't going to win. Because it's based on the auto-resolve to the computer's programming, whether it comes at you or not. So it sees this army and it's like, oh no, time to leave. And they're going straight south, I bet, next turn. I'll leave Ikit here for a turn, and we'll see where they go, if they're going to come back or not. But I don't think they are. Well, I mean, that's in SFO. It kind of does make sense, and that's why the Steel of Faith mod is more hardcore. It does kind of make sense in real life that should be... That's stupid. Why would a guy on a giant horse get totally locked down by infantry like that? So, it does make sense that technically cavalry should not technically be locked down in Steel of Faith mod, because Steel of Faith mod is supposed to be for hardcore playing. It makes everything more realistic, more one-for-one to what reality would be like. And cavalry are kind of devastating in old day combat. It's been proven so many times. Yeah, Tobero needs to be upgraded, and it's gonna need walls. It's gonna take 4 turns. Alright, Ikit, you're gonna have to chill here for a few turns. I'm gonna put you... I'm actually gonna put you here. Because I don't mind if they come back up on land and get this deep in. If they get this deep in, I can stop. I can come at them instantly. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let's go in the ambush stage and see if we can get them to get back on land. See if we can get them to get back up here. They might try to go for Tobero again. Trying to get this army up here. Also mainly because I want at least one fight for tonight. How many turns do I can Undercity? 6 turns. It's turn 119. We are definitely taking our sweet time, I will say that. We need to speed it up. Bordello is also on the front line, so I'm gonna also give it... Oh, I don't have enough. Shoot. I was also gonna give it this. The covert checkpoints. Or choke points. Warlock was getting annoyed because his Skaven was getting circled by horse archers and hammered by Grail Knights. Who do hit and run attacks, yeah. Yeah, I can imagine in the real life you would need archers. Like, things would range. If we're talking about Steel of Faith version of combat, since the horses don't get locked down in Steel of Faith, you would need ranged units to kill cavalry. Because that's what their real life counter is in real life, is ranged units. So. Geez, you're just getting into fights with everybody more and more. They're technically not hating with me right now. But I keep having to decline that because I'm not trying to pull the humans into the war quite yet. Because they will have to fight both of the other human empires. I just hope she doesn't start a war with the Empire before I get her on my side. Because then I'll pull them in automatically. Warlock was getting annoyed. Oh no, I already read that. Okay. Bretonia's strength is no longer half with us, which means they're suffering some kind of losses. Although they just took out what was left of Throg right there. Aha! Aha. Get on land. Get on land. Get on land. Okay. They're headed for Bilbali. I don't think they can reach it this turn. Pretty sure they can't. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to let them get deeper into my territory before I attack them. Because I don't think I can reach them right now. Not without my engineer in my army. Huh. Because my engineer does increase a lot of my mobility. That's why we're not able to move quite as far as we were. If we had him, we probably could attack them now. And catch them possibly in an ambush, hopefully. Because catching him in an ambush is instant, just, they're gone. There will be nothing left. Legendary difficulty, Steel Faith overhaul with hard mode, and the AI was better and smarter. Well, yeah, that's something the Steel Faith also improves. Is it improves the AI's intelligence, making them actually something worth fighting. Because I will say, as you can tell by what I'm doing right now, I'm slightly abusing how dumb the AI can be currently at the moment by tricking it into thinking there's no army over here. When clearly anyone with a brain who was paying attention to their surroundings on the map, on the world map, would have known there's a Skaven army here somewhere. I'm not gonna fall for that. He's trying to entrap me. But I guess not. We could get Doom Wheels. I don't really need Doom Wheels. They're not really important to me. You could get Gutter Runner Poisons, Gutter Runner Slinger Poisons, which would be actually really nice. Or Death Runners. Which these guys I kind of want, because these are the dudes that are really hard for the AI to fight. Because they have Weeping Blades. It's a big price. This gives me my sensor bears. Damn, this hasn't even been upgraded to level 2. Puts a Plague Priest inside of Skaven Blade. Then some sensor bearers. I think the assassin, unless there's something. Oh yeah, no, that's right. We're saving up for these, right? Yeah, because we're trying to get the Under Empire upgrade so it takes less turns to wait before we expand each Undercity. Then after that, we could. Oh no, so you don't need that. So for that, there's not really anything else worth it except this. So yeah, so both of these are going to be built here. Death Runners. What do I have currently?
My technocracy.
See, I don't have any of those in his army, so that's going to be useless for him. So that upgrade doesn't do him any good, so we're just going to save money. We're going to let them get deeper because they're just going to go back out into the water if I come unhinged. Yeah, see, it's showing me my movement range for normal. They're just outside of the circle. I should have stayed right here. I would have reached them. Can I move? I cannot. They're just gonna. They are gonna get out of my range though if I don't move. So what we're gonna do is gonna do this.
Enemies to track.
We're gonna move. That's not a very good success chance. But we're gonna move here. Then we're gonna go back into ambush so they can't see us. We're gonna slowly move towards them. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll stupidly probably think they're gonna go for Margarita, even though they are damaged. I don't know. We shall have to see.
Yes.
We shall have to see. Oh, right. I know what we need to do with our money. I'm dumb. Okay, so you get booted. I know. I'm gonna be giving him better stuff. Actually, you know what? Let's give him some good stuff. Let's give him the good stuff because this will make his loyalty go way back up. Let's take another one of these out. I'm aware. But trust me, he's going to like what he's getting. Give him some halberds. That's really all I can give him right now. Because he's got some nasty special units as well. Doesn't really need these, but that's fine. These just seem kind of plethorous. Proliferous? Yeah, proliferous. Let's... I've got the money, so let's actually do this as well. Let's give him a nasty little lineup.
The council's voice.
There you go, big guy. Now you're gonna get some real scaping in there, would you? Also, he can come as my backup against the elves if I need him. Carcassonne. What was I gonna give you? Oh yeah, this. Because that is very important. And down will be upgraded in 2 turns. I know we weren't really supposed to spend that money, but I forgot that he needed that pretty badly, so we'll do that. Alright, cool. In turn. The other one's gonna have to do it at some point as well, too. I was surprised the knights targeted his archers first, and they didn't fall for his ambushes. And archers deal more damage, and Raven fought wood elves, so you can see what happened to him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Steel Faith. I have actually in the original version, not in Warhammer 2, but in the Steel Faith overhaul in Warhammer 1, I fought the wood elves on that overhaul. They are scary as hell. They are, and I don't even, to be honest, I don't even want to know what the high elves are like on the Steel Faith overhaul. The fact that the dragons get a realistic overhaul is, oh no. Y'all already told me kind of what they do, so I really don't want any of that. Oh, smart. Come on. Get stuck, yes. I think he's in range. And he's in force march, so he should not be able to run away. I think we have our moment, everyone. I think he just fell for it. Oh god, we've got wood elf movement. Wood elf movement. I repeat, the wood elves are moving. I died before I reached his archers. Jeez. Yeah, that's why I said the Steel Faith overhaul for them. Terrifying. Look at all that chaos corruption Braytonia is dealing with up there. I wonder what's going on up there. I wonder if chaos has made it to their borders. If so, maybe the Empire is slightly getting hurt. That's kind of what I'm hoping is going to happen. Is that the Empire is going to slightly get busted by chaos somewhat, and that'll help me move in on them later on down the road. Land ship? Did anyone just see that? Wow, that was a huge glitch. That pirate was going through the island. Land ship detected, everybody. NK, I blitzed the high elves with fast moving units and chaos dragons plus some dark elf help. Ah. I mean, that sounds about right. You need all that just to win. 4 turns. Please tell me you're getting happier. Not until next turn, but I can level you up and maybe that'll make you happier. Wasn't there something in here that does that? Not really. Ooh, but you can get ambush success chance. No, we need this. Everyone needs this now. Sneak, like, missile resistance, everyone needs it now. Next level up, though, he gets, I'll probably go for the, this. Speaking of ambush, I want to see something. First, who needs orders? You leveled up. What is this? Augment self or affects allies in range. Target self affects allies in range. Whoa, accuracy and reload time. Woo! He doesn't really need it right now. Just, whoa. When normally killed in action, the hero would be wounded instead. Yes! Give him immortality. Because I don't want him dying out here while I'm away. He is way too important to me. Mars Queek. He is way too important. I need to deploy you. You don't have a deploy. Okay. Right.
No threat of a challenge.
Oh, hey, my plague priest. Ooh, pestilent breath. Nice. How are y'all's loyalty doing? You're at 10. I don't think you can go any higher. I think it's because he's got so many heroes. Unlike this guy, which hopefully will be happier next turn.
Of doom.
Once he gets some storm vermin in there. Alright, Carcassonne. Ooh, storm vermin with halberds protect this city now. That's pretty good, but I don't need to save my money because we need to go ahead and get that what's it called done. Now that I've done everything else. And this will be done in one turn. Yeah, we need to wait. We'll be getting a ton of money in a turn. How much is this? See, this I'll do. That I will do. Because that's worth it. Because that's, once again, increasing the money we're earning. Okay. Oh, wait. The ambush. Right. Alright, so let's save it real quick, because this is probably going to be a big battle. We won't probably... What time is it? We might not have time to watch the replay tonight. We'll have to see. Let's overwrite Ikits Science. Alright, let's resume. Can I reach you?
Sorcery.
I can. Boom!
Make things dead.
Come on, get an ambush, get an ambush, get an ambush, get an ambush. He's in the forest! Yes! Quick save, just in case I screw this up for some reason. Yes, we could auto-resolve this and not deal with it, but since we haven't had any fights, we need to do it. Leadership. These guys. I think to make it overkill, let's go 6. There we go. Fight the battle.
Death targets.
They carried the boat. Or not, I know a being from Lord of the Rings who can beat Archaon. Talking about Sauron himself? I mean, I know Sauron could beat him. If he was in his true state. They're basically the same person, by the way. Not really, because it's not the same lore. But if you look at the way they both look, especially when Sauron's actually in his armor and powered up with the one ring to rule them all, he actually does look like a Chaos chosen. This guy is a freaking monster. He's literally a dark god. Not Sauron, Lord Melkor. Oh, Lord Melkor! Okay, yeah, that one. But that's... Of course Lord Melkor would win. He's a dark god. I actually think he's the reason why Sauron even ended up wanting the ring in the lore in the begin with, from what I remember. I don't know a lot about Lord of the Rings. I just heard certain things here and there. I only know what I've seen in the movies, for sure. Because I've never been a big Lord of the Rings guy. I just know a lot about it. Or a decent amount, I guess is the best word. Alright, now it's time for a beautiful ambush. Beautiful. Alright, Alright, so we want all of these cavalry in the front to pay. My god, I just realized you have... Oh, so that's what Royal Hippogriff Knights are. They have Griffin Knights. That might be an issue. Not winning-wise. We'll start deployment. That's plenty of magic. That's... I think the snipers need to be... We're gonna have to put the Rattling Gunners safer over here. I don't feel safe putting them that close to the Demigriff Knights. Or the Bretonian version of Demigriff Knights. Which actually do look cooler in my opinion. Yeah, the snipers can shoot from higher ground. So they need to be put over shooting at the Demigriff Knights. They also have the longest range. So they need to be up here. Essentially. No, what are you doing? So essentially they need to be right there. I think that's considered hidden. It looks like they are.
What?
I can't really tell. I wish you could tell if a unit is hidden or not. They need to like put something in the tooltip when you hover over it that says hidden or not. Oh no, they do have it. Never mind, I'm an idiot. That's all it is. An idiot. So, in that case, maybe we should do this kind of number. Because they're going to come at us anyways. Because what we want to do because of that is we want to go over here. Oh, I accidentally put something that wasn't supposed to be in there. You need to get out of there. You're going to be going over here at some point. I was wondering why there was an extra unit over there. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. What's your range? Yeah, you can easily hit that. Okay, cool. Are they both hidden? They are. Perfect. So now, I want those 2 halberd units. I don't like that their armor is not green, that it's red. It doesn't really make much sense that they're not, unless that's just the icon. We'll see in a minute, but I'm pretty sure they're red. That's kind of annoying, slightly, because... Oh, it's only these. It's only the elite version that's red. The regular Storm Vermin for Ikit are the proper color. Okay, that's cool. See, aesthetically, I like this better. This kind of looks cooler, too. I don't know. The green just looks good on them. The red just is weird, and this looks more like Skreek, Skull Takers type of army. If I select these guys, yeah, see, that just looks cooler to me than the red does. Plus, the fur is black on their shoulders. Alright, so what we kind of want to do is this kind of number. Oh, I did it wrong. Because we want these guys to be charging out to against them. Also, we want these guys to be noticed. So they're gonna charge in. Because those dudes are going to shoot. Let's go ahead and... Because what I kind of want to do is this, because they're going to be very important in the beginning for me to see where they're at. Let's do that. Now these 2 are going over here. This is going to take a second to set up. Because I'm very, very obsessed with order when it comes to stuff like this. What is your range? You can afford to come back. Because you're just going to be shooting into them as well. And just like any other ambush, I am going to pause it at the very beginning of the battle. But only for a brief moment. And it's going to be the only time we pause. Just to get everyone attacking at the same time. Because I like the cinematic feel of how it looks. When, actually, let's put the spears in front of these. Because they're going to need to handle the horses anyways. You want there. And then we want the storm vermin here in this forest. Like that. So they're going to be in the very front charging out. Alright, now that you guys are in position, I'm going to move you back. Because I'm going to have to create this melee unit right here.
Watch, watch.
Watch. Lock that position. Then I need to create a melee unit out of you two. Lock that position. Okay, so the rat ogres, are you anti-large? I think most of the cavalry for these guys are anti-large, so we definitely don't want them going this way. You're not. You're anti-infantry. Are you anti-large? You are. Oh, no, you're not. That was Ikit Claw that I saw that. So you're not anti-large, you're not anti-large, and you're not anti-large. Okay. We're anti-large. This whole section in the middle is anti-large. So probably over here, the quicker we kill all the knights, to be honest, the easier. So you're going over here. Are you hidden? You are not. You need to be hidden. Let's try right there. How about now? Now you're hidden. Perfect. And you're gonna get added to this group. Because you're gonna all charge into the back of these guys right here. While these guys shoot the griffins down. So you're going there. Ikit's gonna go in the front as always. I think I'm gonna put him over here near the hero. Actually, he's going to charge in with this unit right here, so. There's going to be a unit here in just a second. We're going to put the clan rats with shields over here. They're going to be right there. Ikit is going to be in the middle of them. Gonna create a group of these guys. Lock it so we can get everyone into position. So now we want plague monks on both sides of this. We want one here. Because these are anti-infantry. We want one here. Oops, wrong way. Right there. Alright, cool. So now, grab you. Pull you in here. I'll grab you. I'll pull you in here. Do that real quick. Alright, so the artillery needs to have the high ground. So we're gonna put it up here on these behind Ikit in them, so we can pound into the infantry. So it's gonna be up here on the high ground, so we can shoot over the trees and stuff. How far out can you shoot? Really far. We actually probably want them like here, to be honest. So they have to run to it. And then Doomflare. Oh yeah, let's give the Doomflare its own group. And then you guys get your own group. You will lock. Doomflare, you're... I'm gonna put you over here near the infantry so you can plow through the infantry. You're gonna go that way. Alright, let's turn off the details. Start the battle. Pause. And let's organize here. Like I said, this is the only time we're gonna pause. You shoot these guys. You guys unload. Oh, I forgot to move them back up. Alright, well you guys start unloading on... Where are the Grail Knights? You unload on the Grail Knights. Spearmen. You're charging here. What unit is this? This is the melee unit on this side. You're gonna charge ground here. And then Ikits' army is going to... I forgot to move my... Oh, that's right. My other hero's not with me. I'm gonna put melee, and we're gonna charge here. Ikit, you're specifically going after Mogan of the Flame Lord. Do we have a breath attack? Bombardment, Hex, Augment, Breath. We're gonna cast one real quick breath attack. Where can he cast this without running towards it? Right here. We're gonna throw it this way. That's the only one we're gonna do. We're only gonna do one. I'm not gonna cheat and do all of them. We're only gonna do the one. We're basically giving everyone an initial attack. So then we want you, and you're gonna fire into... Technically, I want to kill the Grail Knights pretty quickly, but I also want to get rid of some of these spears. So fire into these guys. And Doomwheel, Doom Flares, you're gonna charge into this unit here. And then I'm gonna pull you out. Pretty sure I have everybody set. Hope I didn't forget anybody. Because after we unpause, we cannot pause. Let's do it! Charge! They are completely changing directions. They're like, nope. Alright, where are my snipers? Snipers. Focus the, oh god, focus these guys. Okay, don't need all those rats doing that. Come back here, come back here, come back here. The gunners are doing their jobs. We need a, what is this? Scryer Clanstone. Oh, that's cool. Let's smack into the back of these guys. Our gunners are doing their duty. Ooh, the ogres are getting kind of messed up because they're fighting something with anti-large. The snipers are getting chased. I'm doing my best to stop this from happening.
Stone vermin. Die.
Okay, where are my gunners? Gunners, focus these guys. Oh yeah, the catapults are too. Good. Catapults, focus, fear. Turn yourselves around and shoot those guys. Snipers can't really do anything because they keep getting nailed. I need another minister below, right here. Come on, get in their way, get in their way. Yes, see what I mean? See, if this was still a faith, that wouldn't have worked. But because it's not, that screwed up that charge. This is gonna be crazy. Alright, let me go back in. We are losing quite a bit of rats right now because I'm not really paying attention. Totally. Shoot them. Shoot them. Charge this. Grab you guys. Charge here. Actually, charge here. You also charge here. Rat ogres. Yeah, oh my gosh, we are not. Oh! Okay, so that's what happens when. We're gonna have to check that out in the replay. That's what happens when the Rattling Gunners all get a perfect target on something. Look at the damage this hero's about to incur. That hero's dead. Oh, and the rat ogres are hitting him. That guy's dead. Also, where's Ikit? Ikit, you need to be fighting this guy, buddy.
So be it. Time to die.
Also, breath attack. Or bombardment attack, not breath attack. The Griffins are still alive. Holy crap. Ooh, where do I put this? Right here, I guess.
Stone magic.
Try and get rid of these Griffins. Not too close to target. There we go. Alright. You guys come back this way. Catapults are under attack. There it is. There it is. It was a little sloppy, I ain't gonna lie. We did take a lot more casualties than I would have liked because I screwed that up in certain parts. This is why I'm still not quite as good as I'd like to be at this game. My efficiency's still kind of garbage. Also, I might need to see if I can turn up my scrolling speed for my keyboard. Because that's what's breaking. There is a lot of Skaven heading over here for no reason. Alright, end the battle, boys. We did what we could. The hero got away. Save replay. We're gonna call it Wicked Bite. Wicked Bite. Wicked Bite. Nice. So we destroyed a lot of their units. That Grail thing is dead. We killed the Grail Reliquary. I think that's what got gunned down by the gunners. I think that's what that was. We're definitely going to watch that replay. Look at that one gunner unit. 143 kills. I ain't going to lie, that's pretty awesome. And look how good our Storm Vermins did. Our elites took a lot of damage, but that's fine. Like, even though we did take some casualties here and there, that's just how the Skaven are. Because they're very squishy and tiny. But that army comp right there is super good. Super, super good. Let me go back here. Sigmar versus Melkor will be a legendary fight. That will be so destructive and bloody that Khorne will be impressed himself and might rob Chaos of his worshippers and corrupt the elves. Probably. Or not. You won your battle, I lost mine. That sucks, bro. I mean, I expected to win mine. I took way more casualties than I probably would have liked. But yeah, we definitely won. They took huge amounts of hits. I'm gonna take the replenishment rate. Yep, and because they were in forced march, they got completely wiped out again. Oh, it's funny, that was a mission I didn't even realize. So we got a melee weapon we can give somebody. Nice. Also, I got an alchemist. Ooh, we might try to put that on Ikit. This would give everybody, I think, in the army, maybe just Ikit. Poison Ikit would be funny, though. Got a lot of stuff right there.
Chief Warlock, Ikit Claw.
Chief Warlock, Ikit Claw. Yeah, he's got a way better one. So we can give that to somebody else. Research rate. Campaign line of sight. Century rounds. Leaderships when fighting against men. Speed. To the assigned unit. He's fine. He doesn't really need poison anyways, and I think that's only for him, not for the entire army. If it was for the entire army, probably would get it. We need to start getting this for him. He is a rat. Biometric interface. Second wind serum so he could get a healing ability. That would have been cool in that case because he would have been able to heal and his melee defense would have went up for like 15 seconds. Crack's Call. And then unlimited power. Unlimited power! So let's give him... He could use Sneaky. Sneaky would be pretty good. Oh no, what we were trying to... Yeah, we need this. We need this first. Respected and feared. And then after that, we'll worry about giving him some ambush tactics. So we can guarantee ambushes like that quite often. Alright. Forced march, boys. Back to the other side of the map. And we're going to save it for right now. And then we're going to watch that replay. In all of its glory after I finish all of my turns. Yeah, that's everything. Okay. How many turns till an Under Empire can be set? 4. 4 for 4, 4, 4. Brion can be upgraded. Oh yeah, that's right, we're saving money. Okay. Okay. We're gonna wait, and we're gonna save. Alright, let's save it. Ikits Science. Save. Overwrite. And a lot of OP Foot Knights with anti-large, aka Lake Guards. Oh, wow, really? So you had a Braytonia mod installed, so it made them more fierce. Yeah, there is something about Braytonia that kind of makes them... I hate to say this about Braytonia compared to the Empire. There is something about Braytonia that makes them easier to beat on, video game-wise, than the Empire, because their starting units aren't as good. Like, those men-at-arms are not that great. That's why they collapsed pretty quickly under my infantry's weight, even though we're just a bunch of rats. Is because Braytonia doesn't start with really good units. Their men-at-arms with spears at least get anti-large and stuff like that. But, but other than that, a lot of their units that have anti-large are all cavalry-based. Which is why I had my rat ogres engage them first, because I knew it was going to do a lot of damage to them. I was also hoping to grab the 2 cavalry that weren't anti-large. But it worked out in the end, because the gunners did do a ton of damage. I didn't even see half of what the rattling gunners did. But all of a sudden, most of the cavalry was just gone. So, there is that. Or not, the Lake Guard didn't break. Oh, the Lake Guard don't break. I mean, I think that's also something in the Steel Faith. That the one thing that the Braytonians get because they're unlike every other human unit in the Steel Faith mod that I know of, is the fact that they get abilities that make them unbreakable in certain, or so that make certain units unbreakable. Which is kind of good in their case, because if you really think about it, Braytonia is a bunch of, I hate to put it like this, like peasants and stuff that are trying to fight for their survival in a wicked, evil, chaos-driven world. So the game does not really give them very much, which I understand that's kind of to fit their playstyle. That they're like Rohan. You're supposed to be really good with the cavalry and use your infantry as more cannon fodder than anything. Even the elite units aren't that great compared to other elite units from other empires, even especially the empire itself. That's not cavalry based, infantry based, of course. Plus, the empire gets guns, so the empire can just have gunners hiding out in corners and just pow 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 while their infantry hold the line. So it's like, it is kind of, they do feel shortchanged a lot. It's kind of like this, like I said, with the Wood Elves. In comparison to the High Elves, they do feel slightly underchanged sometimes. Or underwhelming. And the dismounted knight. Oh yeah, that's right. And Steel Faith lets you dismount knights, right? So you can dismount your units. I trust me, if I knew I could handle that mod, I'd probably do it for that one reason alone. Because there are so many occasions with cavalry units, especially Braytonian units, who are good at melee off their horse in some cases. Like these guys right here that aren't on giant griffins, or is that the griffin one? No, it's not. So these guys right here, the ones wielding the swords, the Grail Guardians, these guys are perfect off horse. It's amazing. Yeah, and that's why I like that, because some knights are able to do that. And that's what they should be able to do. They should be able to dismount. Oop, shit. In certain situations. The battle has begun. I'm not in position. What? Oh my gosh. I'm just curious. Oh, the Stormvermins. Oh man. Dude. Then you just see fire raining from... Look at how many dudes are getting mowed down when one shot starts to inhale. Oh man, look at all this power. Stormvermin here, going after the Grail Knights with their armor piercing. This is why they lost. Look how quickly the Stormvermin are overtaking these men-at-arms. They didn't last but seconds, it feels like. And then this is what's happening over here with the gunners. They're getting demolished. And then up here you can see where I have my Skaven falling back because my snipers are getting chased. Because the knights were trying to push up on the hill on them. Aha! But then they broke back. Somehow my Stormvermin did not... Okay, there we go. I was going to say they did not catch him at first. I was seeing if the snipers even got shots off. They may not have really been useful in this battle. What I should have probably done, because I underestimate their range, they probably should have been like way back here or something. Because they did not do any good against the cavalry right there. It was, look at this, watch this. It was all Rattling Gunners. They were the MVPs in this battle. Because they just kept unloading their shots into the Grail Knights and Grail Guardians like that. Look at that. This is why you don't give an automatic machine gun armor-piercing rounds. Like, they are tearing those horses apart. This is why a ton of these would just be broken if you knew where to place them. Especially these guys. These guys are firing flaming versions of the same rounds. And then they started firing on these guys because I wanted... Look how quick these archers are going to die. These horse archers. Look at that. Look at that. They had to run. I don't even think they made it. Oh! 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 And this is why, Ikit, you do not mess with Lord Ikit. He will bring the guns upon you. Look at that. Just pure. And then they're just unloading on the hero, which is the reliquary. Carrying that little dude for some reason. I don't understand this unit. What is this unit? What is the point of this thing? And there's just bullets. We're killing some of our own ogres, but yep. Reliquary's gone. Oh my god! Then you just see a knight unit being chased by thousands of rats through the forest. This did not go well for them at all. It really didn't. Is there any pockets of battle left going on over here? So this is the final pocket of battle. This is where Ikit and the Griffin Knights were duking it out. There's some clan rats over here. I think it's mostly clan rats. Yeah, I think it's all clan rats. Boom! Ikit used his jetpack to jump in the air. That was dope. Doom players were over here. I forgot to pull them back and use them better, but I'm telling you, I have a hard time micromanaging cavalry. I'm not a good cavalry player. I'm much better with infantry and artillery and ranged units. I think my best is infantry and ranged units, because I know where to place them pretty well. He's just chasing him. Come back here! You ain't getting away from me! He does. But oh well. And then these guys, the last bastion over here, being chased by freaking... These are Stormvermin right here, I think. It looks like it, because I think that, yeah, they have thicker armor. These poor men-at-arms. Oh, man. And that's what you don't want to see as a human empire. This many rats and this much armor. That was dope! My champions got murdered by the dismounted Grail Knights and Grail Guardians. Plus a unit that I heavily underestimated. Armored men-at-arms polearms. See, those are when it starts to do good. That's when Braytonia... I don't know if we have those in the vanilla mod, but I know what you're talking about. That's when Braytonia starts to be decent. At least infantry-wise. I still say decent, not really great. It's still just decent enough. Because the game still expects you to be good with cavalry, because that's what Braytonia is. It's Rohan from Lord of the Rings, literally. It's just straight Rohan. So. But, well, at least we got a good battle at the end of it. Ikit got to get another fight out of the deal. Braytonia's got to get mad at me. Is got to be really mad at me at the fact I keep killing every army they send from the south and waste all their credits on, which I've done again. Which, so it's like plus a unit that I have. Oh, or 210 men at arms with armor. Yeah, exactly. And some decent leadership. Yeah, and that's kind of the problem too, is why they ran and couldn't hold their position. Is you think the rats are bad with morale? The men at arms are right behind it, as far as like leadership. And since I have a ton of bonuses with leadership versus men for Ikit Claw, our leadership was like 10 times better than theirs, and we had 10 times better units in that fight. Like the Stormvermin just overwhelmed the hell out of those dudes. Like, we saw it. Like, we just kept seeing lines breaking everywhere. They did do a decent amount of damage, but once again, it was mostly the knights who did all the damage, because they attacked several of my Stormvermin. Only one of them took about half casualties. And then a couple of my clan rats got mixed in against those Griffin Knights type deals. Those Hieroglyph Knights, or however you call them. Hieroglyph Knights. They attacked some of my clan rats, so some of them got hurt. But Infantry-wise, none of their infantry got hardly any kills, like, at all. And that poor archer horse unit. After seeing what the rattling gunners actually did to it, because I had looked away for a second during the battle. I was like, alright, let me do this, and then I'm going to go over here and come back to this. I go over, come back, they're all gone. I'm like, what happened? It turns out, they got obliterated. Which is why I think Ikit is probably my most favorite range type unit to play with, besides the elves themselves. Besides the elves, of course. The elves are technically the king of range. Especially the high elves and the wood elves. So, when we do a ranged unit playthrough, we'll probably do either the high elves, the wood elves, or we'll just do low kier like I said I wanted to. Because the dark elves also have really good ranged units. But theirs is they also have a lot of hybrids. So I can play them as both. They can just sit there shooting their bows at people while they're running at them. I'll just let them sit there and take it. And then as they get close enough and I feel like, alright, that's enough. Melee charge! It's insane. My dragon got killed by armored men-at-arms and female knights. Female knights? Is that a part of the mod? Are there female knights in Braytonia? At least in vanilla, I guess is what I should ask. Because I know, I mean, I could imagine there's probably some more versatility to the units in Steel of Faith anyways. But are there female knights in vanilla? I don't think so. It'd be cool. Yeah, I didn't think so. No, I didn't think so. I did not think so. That'd be cool, though, actually, to see. Although it kind of, I understand why there probably isn't in vanilla. Lore-wise, if Braytonia is like an old-day medieval society, technically, according to those rules, even though this is a fantasy world, there is a lot of females who don't fight on the battlefield. Except for, like, Faye the Enchantress and some of the Enchantresses themselves. Other than that, it does feel like, in Braytonia is that old-fashioned style of belief. Because there are female units and elves. Not that many, but there are. This was a hero. Oh, it was a hero. Oh. So it was a hero female knight. Oh, okay, well in that case that makes sense. Because there are female heroes for Braytonia. Just not female, like, actual straight units. Which is probably why I somewhat kind of like the fact that the elves do this, and so do the wood elves especially. They have female units as well. Is that it's more of a diversity, and it looks cooler on the battlefield. In the game anyways, at least aesthetically. Y'all know how I am with aesthetics. I like cinematic feel to things. That's why I'll always try to make a battle more cinematic over efficient. Because sometimes efficiency can be boring in this game. Because if you go too easily efficient on the AI or against who you're fighting, it does get kind of I mean, it's cool to watch because you're obliterating everything in seconds, which we're at the closest thing we can get to that without being broken and being cheap with it. So, like the Braytonian Joan of Arc. Yeah, basically. The Empire was annoying as hell. The Empire is always annoying as hell. They're going to be annoying as hell when I have to fight them because of how big they are unless Chaos crunches them a little bit. So currently at the moment, I don't think we're really going to see any real damage done to Empire until Archaon himself gets there. And I don't think that's going to be till, isn't it turn 150 when Archaon shows up if you're not playing as him? I think. At least on normal difficulty that we have it on. I think it's 150 turns. And then Archaon shows up on the map. And then he starts moving around. Which he's going to be my only side hope besides the green guy himself to even damage the Empire from behind. Raikling got a ton of knights. Oof. Oh, Reiksguard swordsman, aka a dismounted knight. Yeah, the Reiksguard swordsmen are scary. They are scary. That's not something I'm looking forward to. Like I said, if that had been an Empire army we would have fought right there, we would have taken a lot more casualties even in an ambush situation than we did against Braytonia. Because, like I said, most of Braytonia's strength, especially in vanilla, is all the cavalry. And since we hit the cavalry so hard early in the match, they really didn't get to do anything. So, but if that had been the Empire, who have better infantry units in general, they could have had a chance to pull that back if it was a player unit and he knew where to move his units to. And that could have been winnable if it was an Empire unit. Because that's just how the Empire is. If you want an army that's super well-rounded, you can kind of build what you want, however your playstyle fits and suits you. You want the Empire. They have decent cavalry, good infantry, good range, good magic, really good heroes to balance it out as well. They're basically the Swiss Army knife out of all of the empires in the game. Oh god, and there was Reichsguard gunners. Gunner knights with muskets. Woo! And that's what I'm saying. The diversity that the Empire has is its strong suit. That's what makes it powerful. It can basically suit any scenario it needs to, depending on its situation. Which is kind of why I want to play as the Hunters. After we're done with Nakai, I want to play as the Hunters. Because they're an Empire army, but they have specialized units that the Empire doesn't normally get through the Hunter Archer units. But they also still get Empire regular units on top of that. So that intrigues me highly, because that means I could mix and match and have archers instead of muskets. So like professional hunter archers instead of muskets who have a longer range and can shoot over the heads of my infantry. And then like anti-large, like great swordsmen stuff, all kinds of awesomeness. Reichsguard snipers, longer range, more damage. Yeah, that's awesome. Is that a Steel Fate thing? I don't think we get snipers, do we? I don't think so. Either way, you want a Swiss Army knife of doing whatever you need to do depending on your situation. Definitely start with the Empire, because the Empire is the easiest in that case to play with. You will take forever to and if you're new to the game, I will say you will take forever to unite the Empire lands, because you're fighting fellow Empire units unless you just make friends with them and confederate them all, which is possible, but it's very hard to do that unless you have to at least kill one of them and take all of their provinces by force. If you do this, then you can start trading with the others, slowly start making them your friends, and then you can confederate them into the Empire easier without having to lift a finger, and you'll get their armies on top of that. So, like I said, the Empire can expand, like I said, in multiple ways, in any way it basically wants. You can either be friendly to your other Empire friends, save for the one that you do need. There is one that you do need to always beat in the very beginning to unify your province. So, and stuff like that, so. And then Reichsguard, Imperial Guard, aka the Black Orcs of the Empire. Oh man, yeah, you were fighting something really high level. You were fighting something at the very top of the tree. That's what I'm afraid. I'm telling you, I'm definitely afraid of the units we're gonna see by the time we get to the Empire. I have no idea, unless Karl Franz has gotten slapped somewhere. I'm half expecting Karl to be super loaded down with Griffin Knights and all kinds of nasty stuff that's gonna make a Skaven's life a living hell. So, but we'll see when we get to that point. But the Reichsguard Griffin Knights flying. Well, yeah, all the Griffin Knights fly. I think the Demi-Griff Knights or whatever they're called. They're super scary. Even the regular ones. But yeah. But alright, I think I'm going to end it here, everybody. I need to get off here because it is getting late. It's 8:33 already, and I do need to eat something at some point tonight. I haven't eaten today because I just haven't felt hungry. I still technically don't, but I've got something small I can warm up. So I'm going to probably do that and eat that and chill out. But Reichsguard flamethrowers. Don't ask how I found this. Oh my gosh. I know that's a mod because I've never seen a Reichsguard flamethrower. I don't ever want to see one of those in the game ever, to be honest. That's like an Iron Drake, but worse. No thanks. CR9, I went through hell. It sounds like it. Sounds like you went through Empire hell itself. Especially with something with a flamethrower that's also a Reichsguard. Jesus. I don't know why you download mods that make your life a living hell like that, Raven. But anyways, everybody. Raven, everyone who joined tonight, Farseer. There wasn't a lot of people. Bacon joined tonight. I want to say thank you to Bacon, to Farseer. I think I gotta go to the top. We've actually had a lot of chatting too. Sealy and also Bacon and Sealy, thank you for joining. Sealy had to only be able to join for a second because he's got that homework now. But I want to say thank you to everybody who joined. Thank you. This has been a good video. The rats are making good progress. We're definitely going to be focusing on the Wood Elves for the next couple of episodes, though. I think the next episode I'm going to do, which will be next Thursday, is we're going to make a really long episode, and I'm going to start it earlier in the day. And we're going to have some really big movements against the Wood Elves next time. On next Thursday, so. And we're going to have to do a lot for a lot of time and a lot of turns for this. So I'm thinking we'll probably have a 4-hour special video, if not longer, maybe a little bit longer, next Thursday. If schedule permits. I'll let everyone know as we get closer and see if anything changes, if I need to reorganize. But yeah, definitely look out for that next Thursday. Next Thursday we're going to be doing the largest Skaven Clan Scry episode we've probably done so far. It's mostly a special for the fact we've almost reached 320 subscribers. We're finally almost at the gotten above where we were stuck, and I'm really happy about this. So to test my mettle, Warlock fought the build of their army, the bulk of their army. Ah, okay. But Raven's like, to test my mettle. But alright, everybody. I hope you've all had an awesome night tonight watching Ikit continue his conquest across the land, spreading his plague as he goes. If you did, of course, as always, step on that toes up button for the power of Ikit Claw science. And until next time, I hope you all have had an awesome one this time, and peace and love, Farseer, Raven Garden, everyone who joined tonight. Have a good night, everybody. And until next time, I will see you all Saturday for a really big day that day. We're going to be doing, sounds pretty much 4 to 5 different games that day. So, because they're all happening on the same day. All the big events are happening on the same day. So, that's going to be fun. So, I will see you all Saturday. I hope you have enjoyed this video. And until next time, everyone, peace and loves. And have a good night, everyone. And I will talk to you all next time. Bye. Bye-bye. Oh, I can't press the button. Hold on. Bye-bye.